It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Boston Red Sox. Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series. Just about to get underway and getting the start. Number 7.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does she have a feel for all of those pitches, or is she just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where she wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if she can, she's going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Looking, that's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that she might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Just missed.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and she just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do it.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Singy, when she entered.
Don't say that, Boog, but I definitely saw that this is a player to be reckoned with. I knew her talent and drive and ambition were going to take her places.
And now the DH. Pretty amazing athlete. This player is power and speed. Quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Throws across the diamond, and that's the 3rd out. Game 1 of the division series. Now it's the DH, Jhonkensy Noel. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rafaela under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Kyle Mansardo now at the plate. And that curveball drops in there for a strike. Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
On the ground, Devers. Throws to first, 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Castro. He was late there, strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
The pitch. Foul ball still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for her on the bump today. Nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. Ball one there. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. Swing and a miss.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for her on the mound. Here's Lane Thomas. That's in there. It's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. They have to regroup here.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Travis Bazzana at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. The 0-1. Hit in the air, right field. Abreu makes the play, and it's out number 3. 9 straight retired here to start the game. The Red Sox 4 and the Guardians nothing. Back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the inning, digging in, number 7. Bybee back to work. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. That one felt good. It's 5-zip.
She wasted no time in that at-bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and she punished it.
Back here in Boston, here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Siggy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Yeah, absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Nice curveball for a strike.
She's got a great feel for her breaking ball today.
And down on strikes. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Struck out swinging his first time. And a big swing and a miss.
So far, she's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make her work in the zone a little more.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
She's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Game 1 of the division series. And now, Jhonkensy Noel. And first offering is fouled off.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Just off the outside edge, and 1-1. ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first baseman.
And the batter now, Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie.
This is Willie Castro. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that K brings her into double digits for the game.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect her to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, she's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Naylor in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in.
And she got him. Strike free, and that'll retire the side. Another inning in the book. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one drilled left field. Into the monster seats and gone. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. She guessed right, squared it up, and she made it look way too easy.
Back here at Fenway, and now the center fielder, Lane Thomas. Swings through that one for strike one.
The pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
And 1-2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And a foul ball.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that pitcher work to get you out. Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and float it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 13 strikeouts now. She's putting together an impressive outing. Now a chance for Stephen Kwan.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And there's the strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. Guardians go down in order. So now the DH spot. Number 7. She's got a couple homers already, so could she possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course she can. Those 2 she hit were legit, and she looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And first offering is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was... Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
That one is absolutely belted, and it hits off the monster. 1 run is in. Casas coming home. Now a relay to the plate, and he's out easily.
Well, he just ran through a stop sign right there. Third base coach had both hands up, trying to hold him at the base. He decided to go anyway, and he's out by a lot.
Runner takes off, pitches high. Out at third, and that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on.
New inning getting started. So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. Now it's Jose Ramirez. There's a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Got it. And she adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Bird. Feeling really good about what she's working with, and that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's K number 15 in the ball game. She is really dealing.
Well, interesting. She's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. She just needs one more out.
2 outs. There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
It's no secret teams need strong starting pitching to win in the postseason. Your Game 1 starter can set the tone for the series, and it feels like that's what's happening tonight. She really delivered for her team by going deep into this game.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game.
Well, when you swing through that one breaking ball that puts you up against the ropes with 2 strikes, you think she's either going to double up or try to blow a fastball by you with the next pitch. Right there, she snapped off another curve. It was the same result as the pitch before.
Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. Here's Lane Thomas now.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
You know? Yeah, no question. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here in Game 1 of the ALDS. Squirts away a little bit. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate. And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And the inning is over. Back now at Fenway. All set to start the 9th in this one. Leading off, Stephen Kwan.
It's efficiency, ability to get ahead and count. At times pitch to contact, like the defense works behind her. That's why she's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Next offering is in for a strike. You just don't see it that much anymore. A pitcher being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if she's going to be able to close it out. It's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, she's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. 1 for 3. Top of the zone for a called strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 1. Next offering is fouled back. Out to short. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, that was a good job to make sure he had a good handle on the baseball to get off a strong throw. And sometimes guys will rush that, and that's the difference. Right there, it ended up being a close play, but he got it.
2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. 1 strike away from securing game 1. And that one is lifted in the air. Throws to second. He's in there.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
And a swing and a miss there. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it.
Live from the venerable grounds of Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton. Now here's the Red Sox DH.
Designated hitter, number 7.
Swings here and blasts one left field, and it hits off the monster. Around first and hustling for second, and she starts her afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and she met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third, and she's out.
Well, I could see she had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when she took off. But trying to steal third like that, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
That one is absolutely belted. One runs in, and it bangs off the monster. The run comes in to score from second, and the lead is up to 5. The tag, and she's out. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. She swings and drives one out to deep left field, and it's off the green monster. 1 run is in. Coming home. Here's the tag. They get her, and that's the inning. But they push her. Here now the Red Sox DH. 3 for 3. She's doubled twice and singled. That one ripped right center field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. 1 out, runner at second. Here's Alex Bregman. That was loud contact and a no-doubt double off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and she's really improving her accuracy out there. It's almost like she tried to do it. That one missed. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Julian Merriweather preparing to come on if needed. Sewell also throwing. Runner takes off for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. Safe. And he grounds one to the right side. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Now here's the Red Sox DH. She's got some power, no doubt. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here, and that's a grand slam. They must be going crazy in the dugout. That's her third home run of the series, and they tack on to their lead. It's 15-5. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. So a great job here of staying within herself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, she does more than just a knock. It's the grand slam, the drive in four. Really good job at the plate. This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first two games of the series.
It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. And with two down, the Red Sox. The early lead. Here now the Red Sox DH. That smash towards center. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 2-0. The throw to third, and she's out trying for three. Third game of the division series. And now the DH, number 7. Bieber back to work. That one drilled left field. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. She's in with a double, and that's her second double of the night.
She has had such a good day today. I don't think she's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. Here's Alex Bregman. This one in the dirt. Down the tag at third, and they got her. One out. Runners at first and second. Line drive, caught.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
There's a swing and a drive. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. She flexes her power with that swing. That's her 4th home run of the series. It's 6-0. That's her third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Lane Thomas now on the ground, and this should do it. And that is it. They are headed for the ALCS. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. All right, just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, number 7. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does she have a feel for all of those pitches, or is she just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where she wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if she can, she's going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Tap back up the middle. Hamilton. And an easy out to start the game. Ryan Bliss up next for the Mariners. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. 1 out, bases empty. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swings and misses, 2 down.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. Hamilton fires to first on the run, and they get the out. End of a half inning. And now the DH. So it's game 1 of the LCS, and they're going to be looking to her for more success like she had in the division series.
Well, this team's got its sights set on the World Series. If they're going to get there, it's going to be because of her performance.
And that is out of play.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And out of here. She deposits that one into the monster seats. That's worth the price of admission. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. So the streak stays alive. Her 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. She's absolutely punishing mistakes right now she can't miss. That's exactly the pitch she was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
Cal Raleigh leading things off and takes a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. 1 out in the second.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, she had him fooled.
And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. Fair to say he wasn't his typical self in the division series. Chris, I talked to the staff, and they are confident that he's going to deliver big here in the LCS.
Yeah, you see these guys around him, and they know he's a stud, and they know it's just a matter of one swing that he breaks out.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in Game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Siggy, as she's punched out 3 of the first 5 she's faced.
Well, she's definitely minimizing contact. She can get the swing and miss when she needs it, but she'll also keep the defense fresh behind her, allowing some balls in play as well.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Bregman to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Mariners nothing. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. And the batter now, Randy Arozarena. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. And down on strikes. She's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. We got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pull it back.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Wong pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Dylan Moore now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might do it.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. 2 out, space is empty.
Number 7.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hits off the monster. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and her second hit. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she's squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Alex Bregman. Runner takes off for third. That's in for a strike. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. 2 outs and a runner at third here in Game 1 of the ALCS.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Out of the fourth, here's Victor Robles. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Next offering is in for a strike. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for her in this one.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
So digging in, Ryan Bliss. Ground ball left side. Fair ball.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Strike 2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Got him swinging.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure her out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Bliss, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. Back here at Fenway, all set for the start of the inning. And now, Luke Raley. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Got it. That's her 9th strikeout so far.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Crawford, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in Game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. So she cracks double digits with her 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect her to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, she's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And now 1-2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
1-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And she strikes out the side for the... Corners are occupied with 2 down. There's a swing and a drive. And it bangs off the monster. 1 run is in. Here comes Casas around third. The relay, he's in there. And she's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. And stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
The pitch. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and throw it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout and at bat.
A little bit high, maybe. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The Red Sox up big in this one here in Game 1 of the ALCS. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what she does.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Back to the top of the Seattle order, and now it's Victor Robles up to hit. That one down the line, and foul ball.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance in an immaculate inning.
Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he's out.
Got him, that's an out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Top of inning number 7. And now for Seattle, Ryan Bliss. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
The Mariners with a lot of ground to make up here in the late stages of Game 1. And that's a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And she adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. Cal Raleigh now at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
2 down, nobody on. All Red Sox in this one. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this pitcher out there on the mound. See if she continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Another scoreless inning, and now that's back now at Fenway. We go to the 8th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
This is exactly how the home team dreamed they would start this series, Boog. They're winning. They still have their starter out there, and the bullpen is getting rest. You can't ask for much more out of Game 1.
Fastball for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I mean, trying to hit that pitch immediately after seeing a good fastball on the pitch before, just a brutal task, man. I don't envy this at all. You almost have to sit fastball and hope you get one you can put in place so you don't have to deal with the potential of seeing the knuckleball with 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. She set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Rosarena now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Popped up right side. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that extends the inning. Stepping in, Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball for a strike at 95. The Red Sox up big in this one here in Game 1 of the ALCS. Making 18 strikeouts on the day. Totally dominant on the mound as she's through 8 without. Now here's the Red Sox DH. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. Thornton, the 6-foot righty, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 8-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and she got it. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
Bases empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 1. Got him looking. Now only 1 out remaining. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
But again, a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpire's saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
Bliss now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And that drops in for a strike. 1 strike away from securing Game 1. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Number 7 with a tremendous game both at the plate and on the mound. A really special performance.
This is the kind of performance teams dream of when they bring in a two-way.
From the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, we've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. Now here's the Red Sox DH. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Safe. And it's now a two-run game.
Oh, no waiting around right there. She was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and she'll feel real good about that one.
Ground ball left side. Boots it. Runner from third in to score. And they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Second game of the ALCS. Still stepping in for Boston, number 7. Gilbert back to work. That one drilled left field. And it bangs off the monster. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and her second hit. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down. It's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. She makes it up to third with one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, William Abreu.
And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. One away with a runner at third here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. They're down 2 balls and a strike.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And that misses. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
Struck him out looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you've got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We're headed to the...
Now batting, number 7.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for her today.
That ball was blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weak.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Now batting,
First and second, 2 outs. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. Too late. Safe. Double steal. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. And next is the designated hitter. 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a triple. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. That one ripped left field. Gone! boost their lead. It's 5-3. And that's her 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And boom, if she goes a game or two without hitting a home run, she's going to feel like she's going to get sent down to the minor leagues. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Number 7 was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. 4 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Boog, I can't say enough about what she did for him in this one. She's a big reason they got the W.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. Now it's the DH. She's a major topic of conversation, the rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in her major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. She flexes her power with that swing. That's her 4th home run of the series. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. And just like that, her home run streak is up to 6.
She's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. She just can't miss every time she swings. She went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think she had her sights set on that pitch. She went and got it and circled the bases.
Left field, way back there. That one's got a chance. And that is that. So 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Runner at second, 2 down. Line to left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Runner from second scores as they add on. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Started to swing, held up.
Good, Mark.
That misses the zone. 3-1 now. Activity in the bullpen. Emerson Hancock up and throwing. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's ball 4. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So digging in, Wilyer Abreu. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Line drive. Drops into the glove. And that is that. And now the DH. She's already homered here in this one. Here's a swing and a drive, left field, and she knew it. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 7-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. She was all over that fastball.
Number 7.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. And she's gone yard again. That's her third home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 13-0. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3-0. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Back at T-Mobile Park, today's starting pitcher, number 7.
It's always interesting to see how she utilizes all of her pitches and how many of those she has a good feel for on that given day. When she's right, she's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of her stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on her opponents.
Steps on first for the out. Ryan Bliss up next for the Mariners. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what did they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Julio Rodriguez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Fourth game of the ALCS. And now it's going to be number 7. This is a true 5-tool player. Not very many of them out there, but when she's on the field, you can't take your eyes off her. Swung on, belted. That one carried. And it is out of here. That's her 7th home run of the series. It's 1-0. And the streak is alive. She's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this player think she is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous.
Now it's going to be Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slog is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Just missed.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That K's her 3rd of the game.
Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and throw it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout and at bat.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
She's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the barn, step out of the box, agitate her a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Next offering is in for a strike.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Bregman makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1st and 2nd, 2 down. Base hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they take a 2-run lead. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down. It's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Comes up empty.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. She picks up her 5th strikeout.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
1 down, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Dylan Moore in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
On the ground to first, Casas. And he's safe at first. Great hustle to win the foot race there. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw it.
Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. So no runs here in a base. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now for Seattle, Ryan Bliss. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive, go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Swings through that one for
No
strike
ball,
2.
two strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
She's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, she's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with her, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's her 9th strikeout so far.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that she might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Climb the ladder with that fastball. 0-2 down. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And she strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. So they make short. 4th game of the ALCS. Now here's the Red Sox DH, number 7. That's hard hit on the line. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Rayleigh, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a chopper out to short. Whips it to Casas, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it, and he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. The speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Randy
Arozarena swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. And it's even up.
That's a ball.
This offense has their backs against the wall. You know, baseball has a way of surprising people, but it's going to take a huge effort to fight back and save their season.
Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. They get the out on Arozarena. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nobody left for Seattle. Back in Seattle, bottom of the 6th inning. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And a slow curve drops in for a strike.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen. But you got to take what she's offering that day.
Swing and a foul out of play. Foul ball still 0-2. Got it. And she's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
snags it on the run. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And takes low for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 4 of the ALCS. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what she does.
Popped up right side. Bregman brings it in, and that'll do it. So another good inning for her on the mound. 1 out, base is empty. Here now the Red Sox DH. She's already homered in this game. And there's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. It's a double, and she's 3 for 4 tonight. 1 down. Now it's Alex Bregman. She's trying for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save.
They're merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
He goes down looking. So digging in, Wilyer Abreu.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
2 outs. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Red Sox. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Blitz.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off. Right through there, got him. 13 strikeouts now. She's putting together an impressive outing.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the start.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. And a swing and a miss there.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
Next offering is in for a strike. And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
On to the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, she's had her best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Crawford down the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone and definitely not the intended location, but those spinners can dance around and miss a barrel even when they're not perfectly executed.
Rosarena in the box again. Takes the strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
2 strikes.
Making 18 strikeouts on the day. Totally dominant on the mound as she's through 8 without surrendering a run. It's the Red Sox. Now it's the DH.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give her the cycle.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. That's a double, and she's got a 4-hit day. And her hot hitting continues.
They kept her in the arm that time, but all she's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this player.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's the ball, and that's a stolen base. Not even close. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Trent Thornton preparing to come on if needed. Saucedo also throwing. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Check swing, and he went. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Late here in game 4. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Polanco fires over to first. And that is that. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and we'll see if he can. Back at T-Mobile Park, last chance for the home team. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. And the right-hander back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Late with the swing there.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Went right after him with that 2-strike pitch as she continues to roll on the mound.
Yeah, she's not out there trying to nibble at all. She is attacking. This confidence builds as the start goes on. Still putting up all zeros on the scoreboard. Gives you a lot of confidence that you can really continue to go after these hitters. And that wasn't the best pitch for the strikeout there, and she'd probably admit that, but she got it by it.
swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now only one out remaining.
Man, it's so tough to let a slow curveball like that one just travel all the way into the contact zone. You see it out of the hand, and you're telling me.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. And it's celebration time. They are champions of the American League.
Congratulations to the American League champions. These players have worked hard all season long, and their hard work has paid off. Now, off to the...
It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Boston Red Sox. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Siggy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players...
So almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, number 7. How about a report on her, Chris?
She comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for her it's always interesting to see how she utilizes those weapons. She may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if she can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. She's really going to be able to keep those hitters off balance.
Swings through that one. Siggy, do you think she dreamed about this moment as a kid? playing on the biggest stage in all of baseball.
I don't know if she did, Boog, but I bet there are thousands of little girls at home who are realizing that that dream is possible right now.
This is Bryson's stop. That one finds the zone. 0-1. One out, base is empty. Comes up empty.
0-2.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And she strikes out the side here in the first. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Number 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead. Now it's the rookie DH. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all she's hoping is that the success that she's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun.
That one is absolutely belted. Into the monster seats and gone. She circles the bases, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. 8 straight games with a home run.
Well, tying some great hitters at the plate. Griffey, Mattingly, Dale Long. This is just impressive. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch it from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Kyle Schwarber, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Way out front for strike 2. Singy, we've called some pretty special games together. Where does this one rank?
Well, Boog, it's got to be right up there. It's not every day you get to witness history being made. We're seeing this sport evolve before our very eyes. Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and float it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for her on the mound.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball and really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. And they'll do it again. Got him swinging. And she strikes out the side for the second time today. Game 1 of the World Series. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Late on that fastball. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because Managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure her out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Max Kepler at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that she might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Rafael Marchand now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the start of the 4th. Now here is Trey Turner.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, she should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Now the throw to first on the run, and they get the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Next offering is in for a strike.
She's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Phillies down.
Now batting, number 7.
Line drive, caught.
She was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if she gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back. These fans have to feel good right about now. This series is not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Schwarber now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And she's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Boom. Batting with 1 down. Takes a strike.
She's just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for her in the game. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. There's a strike.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning.
Game 1 of the World Series. Now, Brandon Marsh. Late with the swing there.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now batting Max Kepler. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That catches the top part of the zone. It's 0-1. The Phillies still looking for their first hit in this one. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. She paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got it. And she runs the strikeout total to 15 on the day.
Man, that thing just barely got the zone, so you almost can't blame the guy for laying off. I mean, with the way knuckleballs dart all over the place, realistically, that could have just as easily missed by 4 or 5 inches. It's such a tough pitch to not overcommit to, so sometimes you just hold up and hope it dances out of the zone.
In there at the knees, and the count is 0-2.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Got him swinging. So she's perfect. Back inside Fenway Park. There's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner. The Phils in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at-bat.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Singh. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure. And he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
Stop the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Good job to fight that one off. The Red Sox leading by 3 here in Game 1 of the World Series. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Harper at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not working.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Abreu brings it in. And that is that. That is blasted left field towards the monster. And that is gone. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Back here at Fenway Park, all set for the start of the inning. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Got it started a little too early, strike one.
This is exactly how the home team dreamed they would start this series, Boog. They're winning.
In the air, left field, down the line. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. And now it's Alec Bohm. That one's in there, 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
0-2.
And it's second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Strike three, struck him out for the third time today. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And first offering is fouled off. One out and a runner at second here in the late stages of game one. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike three.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Swings through that one for strike one.
No ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. That clips the corner. Man on second, 2 down. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Waves at the fender for the strikeout. Another inning in the books, but the perfect game couldn't survive it. Back in Boston, here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I worked hard all year. Go out, have fun. Trust your ability.
You know, Siggy, there's some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you get to the World Series. That's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there. There can be some luck involved, so you just got to shake it off, go out there, know that this is a rare opportunity, and just play your best.
Marchand at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there.
Her pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind her. That's why she's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Swings through it for the K. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. You just don't see it that much anymore. A pitcher being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if she's going to be able to close it out.
Swing and a miss, and she got him. And that'll do it.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know she's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that she gave up because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if she'd have made just one better pitch.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The World Series on MLB, the show coming up. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Boston Red Sox. With Chris Singleton, I'm John. Here now the Red Sox DH. Really interesting to see her continuing her career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. She's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
That one down the line, and foul ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
There's a swing and a drive, and it bangs off the monster. Rounds third, headed to the plate. Oh, he throws it away. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the veteran third baseman, Rafael Devers. That missed by a lot. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save. One on, nobody out, a run in here in Game 2 of the World Series. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Now batting Tristan Casas. The next offering misses. 2-1. Red Sox already leading. Swings over the top of that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And it remains 2-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Runner on at third. One gone. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2 the count.
Chases in the dirt. Slider there. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Nice job behind the plate. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Marsh moving back and out of here. She deposits that one into the monster seats, and they boost their lead. It's 5-zip. 9 consecutive games with a home run.
Well, just dialed in at the dish right now. 9 games in a row. That's just unthinkable. Congrats to her. She went up there, looking to do damage. I think she had her sights set on that pitch. She went and got it and circled the bases.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hits off the monster. 1 run is in. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Across is the runner from first. And they tag her out. Next is the designated hitter. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it's off the green monster. 1 run across, coming home. The throw is offline and he's in to score. And they extend their lead. Runner at second with 1 away. Graffy coming to the plate now. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's the ball. And the throw. She's out at third.
Well, I could see she had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shot that she took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
She swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. And their hot hitting continues.
They kept her in the yard that time, but all she's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this player.
She's trying for third. Pitch is low. Wide throw, and it gets away. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. She'll score. It's 15-2.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple, and then that error allows a run to score, and this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
Number 7 had a great showing in the win. Put together a 5-hit performance, including a homer.
No question, Boone. She was a big piece of their success in this ballgame. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boone, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
15-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Nothing better than pregame festivities for the World Series. Game 3 is coming up next. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for game. And next is the designated hitter. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. On the ground to third, might be two. Goes to second for one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. That's her 4th home run of the series. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Lined, and that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Next is the designated hitter. She's already homered in this game. Pretty amazing athlete. This player is power and speed. Quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. Now around second, going for third. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Tag, and she's out trying to get back. That man at first. Now here's the Red Sox DH.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give her the cycle.
Swing and a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season.
All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. What do we need to know here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Relay throw to second. The tag, and she's out. Can't get back in time. But on the play, 2 runs cross the plate. Bottom of the first. Here's Trey Turner.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. What a season it's been for the rookie. She's done so much for her team, both pitching and hitting, and now she's on the mound in a World Series king. What a ride it's been for her.
So Trey goes down on strikes.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Bryson Stott stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
We wondered if she would have enough endurance to pitch this late into the season, but so much for those concerns. She's grinding with her team to the very end.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Durant makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing for the The 4th game of the World Series. And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Schwarber.
And that is out of play. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That K's their 3rd of the game. And now it's Alec Bohm. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Pop up here, third base side. Hauls it in for the out.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make her work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, she is just mowing them down. She's settling in. You got to make her uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Nick Castellanos, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Offense held in check there. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Red Sox. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Hits the fence. Casas touches home, and it's 4-0. In safely with a double, the 2nd of the day.
She has had such a good day today. I don't think she's going to want to lead when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. 1 out, runner at second. Here's Alex Bregman. Squirts away a little bit. To third, tag, got her.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you've got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong, like we saw here, you'll pay the price.
As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Late on that fastball.
You know, these Phils definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And down on strikes. Making 4 strikeouts for her on the bump today.
Batting it.
Now batting Max Kepler. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. That is strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
One out, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
On the ground, right side, Casas takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom 4, Trey Turner down. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when she's out there on the hill.
Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
This is Bryson Stott.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat. Automatically, that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Bryce Harper. There's a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Two outs. Swings through it for the K. And she strikes out the side in the 4th. The 4th game of the World Series. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. Schwarber, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Phillies, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. With number 9 for her in this game.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Boom. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. So she cracks double digits with her 10th strikeout. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
She's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes pitchers cower coming into a ballpark like this, but she's attacked hitters. Pitching on her own like this is very impressive. This is going to treat to watch.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And she strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in for Boston, number 7. She swings and lifts one to deep center field. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. It's a double. Third hit of the night for her. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like
Romano checks the runner, and she dives back in safely. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. She's safe. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
no need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Next offering misses. Ball 2.
Right through there for a strike.
Next pitch misses, and it's 3-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. She pumps the brakes and returns to third. Now here is Connor Wong. Two outs. That's in there. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's to third. Jump throw. And they get the out. A double in the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a miss. 4-1.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Kepler now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that she might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Trey Turner at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Comes up empty.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. This is his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now here is Bryson Stott. The Phils still looking for their first hit in this one. Right through there, got him. So she gets yet another strikeout, 16 so far.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Harper in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Late with the swing there.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. The perfection continues. 21. On the mound now, Orion Kerkering. And now the DH. 3 for 3, and she's come up with 3 doubles.
Orion Kerkering.
That one hammered center field way back there. And that one is off the wall. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw. Wide throw, and it gets away. Hung up in a rundown now between 3rd and home. And they tag her out. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Warburg.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Lifted in the air down the left side. Durant on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 away. And here comes Alec Bohm. And she's now just 5 outs away. She's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, bro, she is rolling just in one of those grooves where she looks pretty unbeatable today.
Foul ball there.
Well, I think the key, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The line of the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So now, back here in Philadelphia, bottom 9, Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And all eyes on the mound as she begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Next offering is in for a strike.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Swing and a miss, and she got him. And 1 away. Max Kepler at the plate. There's a strike. The Red Sox leading by 4 late here in Game 4. And that's in for a strike.
Look, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
So they're down to their final out. Rafael Marchand, the next to hit. That's a strike. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect game.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these players. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down to the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Sciambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.